Good afternoon, girls. Today we'll study the sum of the first n terms of an AP, chapter Arithmetic Progressions. Now let us consider two examples. Now, to find the sum of the first n terms of an AP, we have to first derive a formula, right? So for that, we'll consider two examples. Like over here, one example is given that Shakila puts money in her daughter's piggy bank every year. 1 year, when she was 1 year old, she put 100 rupees, then she put 150 and 200 and 250 and so on. And she had collected the money till her 21st birthday. Now, to find the total of this money for 21st birthday, if we keep on adding 100, 150, 200, 250 and so on, it will be a very difficult or a tedious task. So we need a short method, or we can say we need a formula to find out the sum of these terms in a given series, and that we are going to derive now. One more problem is there. One more example is there actually. One child was asked to find out the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3, and that is till 100. Means the child was asked to find out the sum of the first 100 numbers, and what reply he gives immediately. He replied that the sum of the numbers is 5050. Okay, I repeat what I said. One child was asked to find out the sum of the first 100 numbers. He immediately replied 5050. Okay, so how did he get this answer? For that, I'm going to tell you the complete method, right? And then we are going to come up to the general formula for sum of the first n terms of a given AP. Now, you know that the total number of terms which are given over here is from 1 to 100. So we will write the first series as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on till 100. And we will then write the same series in the reverse order. To find out whether his answer is correct or not, we are going to check out with this 100 plus 99 plus 98 and so on, 3 2 1. Okay, so as you can see over here that the first series is given in the usual order as we write, and in the second one we write the same series in the reverse order. Okay, now we will add these two first and second. Now when we add s and s, I will get 2s, and here when I add, I will get 100 plus 1. Okay, means individually we are going to add the terms, plus 99 plus 2, 98 plus 3 and so on till 100 plus 1 in the end. Okay, now as you can see over here that 100 plus 1 is 101, 199 plus 2 is also 101, 98 plus 3 is also 101 and so on. So this will go on. Okay, now we can club it and write, means how many times it is. We have to first check out how many times, that is 100 times, because we are finding the sum of the first 100 terms. So over here n will be 100. Yes, so what he must have done, either we will add 101 101 101 100 times, which is not an easy task. So what we can do, we will write 2s is equal to 100 into 101. Yes, because this is 100 times, right? And s will be equal to, that is the sum of the two numbers, first 100 numbers will be 100 into 101 upon 2, that will be 50. So the answer will be 5050. So this is how we can find, this is one example which we have considered, that if you have to find the sum of the first 100 terms, 100 numbers, we can apply this method. Okay, now same method we can apply for the arithmetic progressions which we have studied. And you know how we write the general form of the arithmetic progression, right? Any AP is written as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, go on till A plus N minus 1D, right? So the number of terms, we suppose it to be N. There are total N terms in the given series. Now this is the first series. Now to find the general formula for the sum of the first N terms of an AP, we can find out a simple formula. For that, we will write the same series in the reverse order. So that is another AP. This is also, we can take it as S and S. Same series we are going to write in the reverse order. A plus n minus 1d plus A plus n minus 2d and so on, and in the last it will be A plus d and A. Okay, so did you follow what I have done? We have written the series as we generally write the arithmetic progression, and then we reverse it. To find out the general formula for the sum of the given terms, we will add the two. This is the first and the second. Now S and S will give you what? 2S, and therefore, as I have done in the previous example, same thing I'm going to do here. A plus n minus 1d plus A. Okay, A plus n minus 1d plus A, then plus A plus, this is n minus 2d plus, the next term is A plus d. Okay, now this will go on, this will go on, and obviously this will be how many times? This will be n times, because we have taken n number of terms. Now let us see what is the answer for this. A plus A will be 2A plus n minus 1d. Yes, plus, now A plus A, 2A, n minus 2d. Now if I solve n minus 2d plus d, okay, n minus 2d, check here, n minus 2d plus d will give you what? N minus d. Okay, yes, once again, what is n minus? Or we can write, see, we can write in this form also. A plus A will be giving you 2A, n minus 2d. Now n minus 2d will be, if I solve this, I will get plus nd minus 2d, okay, plus d. What is minus 2d? D will give you, wait, I'll write here, 2a plus n minus 1d plus 2a plus nd minus d, which will be again 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay, did you follow what I'm trying to explain you? That whenever we are adding these two terms from this series and the other series in the reverse order, when we write, we will get the answer 2a plus n minus 1d, and therefore S will be equal to 2a plus n minus 1 d upon 2. Yes, because 2 will be brought here. Then so this is the sum of the given series. By the formula we have 2a plus n minus 1 into d. For that we should know a, we should know n, and we should know d. Now we can write this series in another way also, I mean this formula in the another way also. It will be, I will write this is how many times? N times actually. Okay, now I will write n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore, S is equal to n by 2 into a plus a, right? 2 I break up as a plus a, and then I will write plus n minus 1d. Now children, as you know that a plus n minus 1d is the last term, so therefore this formula can also be written as n by 2 into a plus l. Yes, so therefore there are two formulae to find out the sum of the given first terms of an AP, depending on whether you have the last term or not. If you have the first term and the last term, and you know the number of, you can, if you know n, then you can use this formula. But you can also apply this formula n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now, did you follow what I have done? See, why starting from here again, when I add these two 2s, 2a plus n minus 1d and 2a plus nd minus 2d plus d, when I solve it, I am getting 2a plus n minus 1d. How many times? N number of times, because the number of terms which we have considered for this is n. Okay, therefore 2a plus n minus 1d upon 2 will give you n times. Therefore, n by 2, n will be, because it is multiplied n times, so this n will come here upon 2, and therefore the formula will be n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. If you have any doubt, children, you can ask me. Then, what did I do here? 2a I write a plus a and n minus 1d. So a plus n minus 1d means the last term, and therefore this is another formula to find out the sum of the first n terms of a given AP. Now, depending on what is given, let us check the exercise. Check the exercise 5.3, first one. Find the sum of the following APs. Okay, find the sum of the following APs. Exercise 5.3. First, 2, 7, 12 up to how many terms? 10 terms, right? So as we know that the number of terms n is equal to how many? 10. A is equal to 2. What is the common difference? The common difference is 5. Because when I subtract 7 and 2, I will get 5. 12 and 7 also I will get 5. Okay. So, therefore, we will apply which formula? We cannot apply n by 2 into a plus l because the last term is not given. So, therefore, we will use which term? We will use the first formula. S is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. S is equal to 10 by 2 into 2 into a. A is how much? 2 plus 10 minus 1 into 5. So S is equal to 5 into, what is 2 into 2? 4 plus 9 into 5, 45. Yes. So S is equal to 5 into 49. That will give you 9 5s are 45, 245. So the sum of the given series is how much? 245. Now you can solve these questions. First question you can try. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now I'll continue in the next video with the next set of questions. So today you try to find out, to solve the formula. First learn how to derive the formula and then solve these questions. Okay. Then I'll proceed with you in the next video. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.